And now it is time to return to take care of Jindosh. Jindosh. Excuse me. I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Hopefully, you are either on your way. Well, hopefully you're not watching this while you're on your way to wherever it is you're going for Thanksgiving. I would hope you would actually already be there. Due to the layout of this crazy place, I'm not exactly sure how it is I'm supposed to get to this guy. You can approach this mission either way. You can take care of Jindosh first and then rescue Sokolov, or you can do it the reverse, which is what I did. And really, the only reason I did Sokolov first is because I just kind of, in exploring, stumbled onto where he was and took care of him. I can't tell you that those Clockwork Soldiers, they take a ton of damage. So. Alright, so this particular wall of light here, the whale tank for it is down there, but it seemed like before when I was trying to kind of get under the floor, I got shocked. So. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. I hit the wrong frickin' button. Crap. Sorry about that, folks. Hello, everybody. Hopefully this quick load isn't going to put us too far back. Otherwise, now I'm going to have to reload and walk all the way back to where I was before, which is really frustrating. I meant to hit quick save, and I hit quick load. I don't know if the quick load... Yeah, that's not what we want. Gosh darn it. This is what we want. I'm not sure if Mitch is actually on right now or not. Mitch is rotund Batman, for those watching. Yeah, well, Mr. Bone, yeah, so Mitch has multiple aliases. On Twitch, he's Rotund Batman. For the show, he's Mr. Bones. That's how I knew him when I first started meeting him. Back in the old days of the secret Xbox Live Friends site that we were both members of. All right.
I suppose Sokolov is now safe and sound, and yet here you are again.
Back for more. So you missed my last night if you watched the late night stream. Excuse me, you saw my triumphant dismantling of the Clockwork beasties. It was pretty rad, I gotta tell you.
I really hope you don't fall and die out there. It might be hard to close down the smell, you see. Ah, you've managed to deactivate my wall of light.
Alright. So took care of that. That was actually easier than I thought it would be. I seem to remember last time I was down here getting shocked. Not so this time, so I must have done something wrong the last time. Ah, crap. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself last night. I rewired an arc pylon and lured the robots into it. And it was really late. Typically, my brain power kind of falls off a cliff the later it gets.
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh.
Ah, so looks like we can, freaky as it might sound, instead of killing Jindosh, we can just electrocute him and fry his brain. That's not great, but I guess it's better than killing him, seeing how we're trying not to kill anybody. Alright.
Delilah Copperspoon.
Delilah Copperspoon of the Chicago Copperspoons.
This could be the end of the Isles.
That it could. We're gonna want to need to stop this crazy guy. Yes, we are still doing clockwork.
Aramis Stilton.
So we last night finished rescuing Sokolov, and now we are working towards taking out Jindosh. Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that guy's down there. There's a bunch of ruins and stuff I just really have not been able to find. Honestly, I'm not that worried about them. I'm sure there's a way to get them.
Brianna Ashworth.
But I don't want to spend too much time trying.
Events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own. But if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might remove this playback after the final field test. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter.
There was a bunch of ruins yesterday I kept trying to get. I just could not figure out how to do it. It seemed like I had to get underground somewhere that I'm not really sure how I would have gotten underground. So I just kind of stopped. And that's fine, because at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun, that's what's important. Hey, money. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have a little health replenishing drink of what is probably clean and pure tap water and not at all rusty and disgusting like the rest of this world. Oh, I think there's a guy down there. Yes, this level, it does have a very Bioshock-y feel to it. Last night I was saying it reminded me of, and I can't remember the name of the guy in Bioshock, the guy who ran kind of the nightclub. You met him about halfway through, and then you had to decide whether to spare him or kill him.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty.
Oh.
Unauthorized protection registered. Playback for unambiguous enemy. Combat protocols. Playback for combat protocol. Test for the clockwork soldiers. Each makes them better. In the
How the heck did this guy get here? Alright, we're gonna reload that, because I didn't know that guy was actually there. The problem with playing the audiograph was I heard other voices, but between Jindosh talking, the autograph talking, and apparently the robot was also talking, I didn't realize that that guy was roaming around. Clockwork Soldiers, I'm not a big fan of. They kind of remind me of the metal robots in Thief 2. I mean, I understand what they're going for, but just kind of having an enemy that the only way I can yeah, that's what I thought, that I would have to use a switch and then slip between the floors, and I tried to do that, and I just could not make it happen. I had no idea that the this thing highlighted collectibles.
The machine concludes here, and nothing further is amiss. It seems you found my bedroom, though I confess sleep usually eludes me. My mind won't stop turning. This playback indicates some detection with rear lens array active. Okay.
Let the Clockwork Soldier deal with it.
Help over here!
Alright, so this isn't gonna work out. I guess I didn't really need that book. Yeah, so higher tier dark vision, it lets you see objects through walls as well as mechanical enemies, which is why I upgraded it, because I knew going to this place there'd be the Clockwork Soldiers, and I figured just being able to see guards through the wall wasn't going to be enough. I needed to be able to see the robots as well. But along with that, it highlights collectibles. And then the other upgraded tier, which is on the same level as the mechanical vision, or whatever you want to call it, it's like a predictive pathway, so it lets you see where people are going to be going, which is super, super useful. Oh, that was almost tragic. Alright.
I think I've spotted someone
there.
suspicious.
Ah, God damn it. Jesus Christ. Trying to get away from one idiot. I ended up walking right into a path with the other ones. And there's no silent way to take out these soldiers. So it's just full on, bombs and guns and whatnot. I mean, you can rewire one, but I'm trying not to kill anybody, and the rewired one would kill people. So it really is just kind of a trial and error at this point. Just like everything else in the game. Which is certainly frustrating, but
Duke Luca a bell.
If I ever get the chance, I'm going to ask for a transfer to the Grand Palace. Why shouldn't I?
was
deserve as
proud of
much.
its navy. Soon you'll see what an army of clockworks can accomplish.
Well, the problem is beheading them. I can't seem to do that in a way that doesn't call a ton of attention to myself. So that's the only problem. Is I agree with you. Beheading is a great idea, except for the fact that it's not very easy. And there's another soldier asleep there, so if I behead one of them, just the ruckus that does
Who's there?
is going to call the other one.
Like the ones in my father's time.
Pretty sure I saw someone.
Alright, you know what I need to do? I need to get close enough to where I can far reach past them, because I'm invisible when I far reach. So if I far reach past them, hopefully I can maybe domino them and knock them out. Yeah, I only have so many sleep darts, and I want to. So, the problem is there's not a lot of ammo in this place. So I don't know if I can domino them and sleep dart them. I'll give that a whirl. I'd feel better if I was kind of behind them.
Soon you'll see what an army of clockworks.
There we go. There we go. Well, I so far any type of crossbow that I've tried with the clockwork soldiers has just resulted in them deflecting the bolt. But it could be that they knew I was there before I tried it. Alright. Oh, there we go. Well, we don't want to go to the carriage just yet. So that's there, right there. That is the arc tower that I called up and used it to dismantle the two clockwork oranges. Listen to me, soldiers. I felt pretty good about that. I'm wondering if I pull that lever, that would drop down and let me. So the problem is I can't. Oh, there we go. I knocked its head off. Sweet.
It seems you found my bedroom, though I confess sleep usually eludes me. My mind won't stop turning. All movements are linked. Everything has a purpose. It's all connected, you see.
I was wondering if maybe this would lower something so I could get the,
Floors as if you were born here. Clever. Or are you just moving things at random?
Yeah, no, that seemed to work. I think the last time, I'm wondering if it was because he already knew I was there. I was wondering if maybe pulling that lever would kind of drop things down, because as you can see, there's a whole bunch of bats on the floor, you know. There's one right below me, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is, wait, I've already been here. Okay, so I need to get to the laboratory. So how the heck do I get there? Don't mind me. It's over here being stealthy. Oh, I didn't realize I could use the spyglass while aiming. That's good to know. Throw the switch right at the turntable floor as it spins. Okay. Oh, I see. And kind of... Where the heck am I going? I feel like this is on that one Disney ride, the like Hall of Progress or something. Okay, I didn't see that you could get through this way. Okay, thank you for that tip, by the way. It's always good to eat fruit when you can.
It's a long way down.
I used some of these sticky grenades earlier. Those are incredibly handy. 3 bananas at once, you gotta have your potassium. What I'm curious is where this elevator goes to. Oh, he's up there, okay. Maintenance key needed. Alright. Well, how do we get to the maintenance key? Main laboratory, maintenance, assessment chamber. Alright, so we're in maintenance. Let's see if we can't use this to find some collectibles out.
for detection registered. Entering combat state.
Okay, so that's...
Another test for the clockwork soldiers. Triggering electrostatic discharge.
Oops.
Enemy mechanism detached. At last, Imperial Majesty found. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Playback indicates... Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
Well, this is going to make things difficult because this guy's right here in front of the elevator. At some point, I'm going to need to be there. So I think we're going to reload that, because that does not seem like that is the best place for him to be. What happened there is that I shot him in his head and destroyed the head, and now he's just going to hang out there until he detects somebody nearby, but I'm going to need to get in the elevator at some point, I'm assuming. So I think the smarter thing to do is to just come right out the elevator and maybe try to shoot him. That was trippy.
That's it. Closer and closer. I'm waiting.
Yeah, he definitely seemed to have an elevator death wish.
Playback for
That's for
detection
sure.
registered.
Oh, there he is.
The machine should begin scouting.
Ah, shit.
Combat state. Each new visitor is another test for the clockwork soldiers. Each makes them better. In the end. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand detached. Carbon button on.
Alright, well, it's not great. But,
At last, Imperial Majesty, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Coming from over there.
Combat Protocol 8. Playback. Damage to head.
Where did you go? Wait, where is she?
Better search the office very carefully. You don't stand a chance anyway.
okay, so there's our cool... Oh, good. Look at all this fruit for me to eat. Alright, so I need to read the journal.
Jindosh.
This is the lab. There's a ruin bunch, whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. Yeah, I think what happens is the soldiers, when their head's removed, they just kind of lash out at anything nearby, which is fine if it's just other soldiers nearby, but if there's people nearby, you know, I don't want those deaths on my ledger, so to speak. But I need to read... I'm trying to stay out of this guy's view. There's also, I think there's a trophy for, like, getting a certain number of, clockwork soldier plates. Like, I think it's, like, essentially, you know, you kill enough clockwork soldiers. I forget, though. So I need to somehow read his... Something about reading his journal. I could have sworn... There we go. Sufficient power to operate the electroshock machine. I have to compensate firing over the configuring other laboratory platforms so they draw least power.
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity.
Okay. Yeah, I forget what the trophy is. It's like kill X number of... I forget what it is. It's collect 10 of them, I think. Alright, so the other lab machines are pulling too much power, but yet it won't let me... And so somehow I need to do something with these machines in order to oh, here we go. Oh, there's a rune. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Is I'm gonna have to. Oh, there's our maintenance key. I'm gonna have to choke him out first, and then figure out all this stuff about the machine afterwards. Okay, so these are all the different. These are all the different kind of lab machines and whatnot. Right, so that's over there, that's over there. So we're not going to get either of those. That's fine. Oh, look at all these fun things that we can just go ahead and collect down here while nobody's bothering us. That thing looks important. Yeah, Delilah, the boy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's a dead guy. That's not great. That's also a dead guy. Also not great. Yeah, Jindosh, he's like a steampunk Lucius Fox. Only instead of making things that help Batman, he makes the robots that maybe would try to murder Batman. So if it was like Gotham by Gaslight, then Jindosh could be the villain. Alright, well, might as well just ride the elevator back up. Yeah, I had heard that some of the patches had been helping, but obviously not playing it on the PC, I have no first-hand knowledge. But I'm glad that it's working out better for you. I mean, it's frustrating that they, put the game out in such a messed up state to begin with. Come on, asshole. Oh wow, look at all this stuff. All these prototype heads. I love the bird, kind of the bird motif of the soldiers themselves. Taking that bad boy. Yeah, I was playing tonight, and just to be on the safe side, because what I normally will save and then like in a Pokestop and then just kind of close it out without quitting. But last night I specifically left the Pokestop and then saved again. But yeah, I am really excited for the Symmetra buffs. I can't wait to get it on. I kind of wish that consoles could hook up to the test servers and play with it, because I'm really excited to see how they end up shaken out. Because I play. And a lot of times, I'm just not good enough of a Symmetra character. We had one match, I think, on Eichenwald, where I stayed with her the entire time, and actually managed to do pretty well. But usually, once the payload starts moving, that's kind of when I'll abandon her, which I think a lot of people do. So I'm excited to see how her new ultimates end up working. All right, buddy. Saying this won't hurt a thing. Hurt a bit. All right.
Not enough power.
Not enough power. Okay. So, guess we need to turn other things off, maybe? Let's try. Okay, that's taking a lot. Current power needs. Anatomy is 1. Alright. Current total power available is 11. How many do we need?
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears?
1, 2,
Who
3,
will tell me
4,
that?
Has anyone
5.
ever
Let's see.
loved the sound of his own
2,
voice as
3,
much as you do, Kieran?
4, 5,
Perhaps the
6,
device could
7.
tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling.
Alright, so it looks like the electroshock needs 7. Anatomy is op 1, optics is 3. So, that should give us what we need. I'm kind of surprised that you could accidentally, like, fry him, assuming that it doesn't seem like there's a combination that would give you too much power. But maybe. We'll find out. But I will save, just to be on the safe side. Oh, hey!
The electroshock machine should work now.
Yeah, well, you know what? Oh, it's saving for us. Just to be on the safe side. On the save side. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, it's gonna smell like burning hair for a minute.
I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
His hand is weird.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do?
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember that episode of Quantum Leap. I love that show.
I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer?
He seeks them. All is shifting, intermingling.
I had an idea, but it's gone now.
Alright.
I'm very much afraid of what's happened.
I felt kind of bad for this guy. I mean, he tried to kill me with killer robots and everything, but still.
You can't have put me through that machine, but...
I can't, like, knock him out, can I?
What does it do? Please, kill me. Please.
Alright. This is getting depressing. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but it's true nonetheless. Oh, what's through here? Anything good? Unfinished letter on legacy. He wants to eclipse people that came before him. I don't see that working out for him. No, I mean, he definitely, I think I don't know if he's the bad guy behind everything, but he's definitely, you know, kind of one of the main drivers. It's just that, you know, in the case with the doctor there, you know, the crown killer, they kind of gave you the opportunity to kind of reform her, and this guy, you're just kind of zapping the old melon. But happy Thanksgiving, Angel. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. If there's any travel, please be safe. I don't think there's anything else to grab around here. Just do our weird little Mobius strip. We can be on our way. Let me just do a quick check to make sure that now that episode of Quantum Leap, I don't necessarily remember. But that may have been the one in later years when I kind of stopped watching it. Alright, time for me to take the old man. GTFO. I know I've left some runes, but honestly I don't care. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of glad there isn't a trophy for getting every rune in Bone Charm because, you know, I just would end up chasing collectibles and probably not having as good of a time as I would if I just played it. I don't mind picking things up, you know, if they're on their way, and I don't mind going mildly out of my way. But if it gets to the point where I gotta start looking up guides or videos or whatnot, I just as soon not worry about it. Alright, me and the old man are gonna take a ride. Bye-bye, freaky mansion. Whee! Gotta tell you, these carriages seem wildly unsafe. Oh! What the hell? I believe I gotta carry this guy all the way back. I honestly cannot... That looks like a howler. Like how I eliminate the guards and the gangs move in. Isn't that always the way? Hey, did somebody order an old man?
You did it. How is he?
How's he look?
Wounded.
He looks like shit.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Yeah, you will. Not hanging around here anymore.
Let's go then.
Alright. No civilians killed. No hostiles killed. We did not... So, what's weird is, we were in the assault quadrant, but yet nobody died. So, no, we didn't ring any alarms, but we had 20 bodies detected and 35 detections. I agree with you. I would love to see I would love to see story content for Overwatch, but only if they let you kind of switch between the heroes. I wouldn't want them to pick one hero and then you play the entire game that way. You know, I would definitely want to see something where it switches between all the heroes. Alright, so we missed 3 paintings and we missed a blueprint. But all in all, you know, not too bad. Got all the runes, all the outsider shrines, a couple bone charms. Who cares about that? Like, I would pay, if they sold, like, single-player DLC for Overwatch, I would totally pay for that. What? They don't refill my health? That's ridiculous. Alright, this doesn't seem like it normally does because I don't have a diary. And I don't have the superpowers. And there's weird trees growing through the boat.
Different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you. When you're older. How's next year?
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Yeah, I didn't feel the comics were particularly strong for Overwatch.
We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
During the day, Jessamine and I played.
So really,
games
this
in
whole
the
thing
tower.
is just this chick being
At
upset
night,
that
I'd go
her
back to
sister
the
got more
servants'
famous than she
quarters,
did.
Cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't forget.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young lady, just... Who is your
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
Everybody hug it out. We'll do the Festivus, the airing of grievances, and then she'll feel better.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
What the hell does this have to do with me?
She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No.
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Like, I understand this woman being upset. Seems like she's had a pretty rough go of things.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is
But
telling
what the heck
truth
does
or
that
not.
have to do with me?
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Well, you might be a little to blame. If you did lie and she got kicked out as a result of it, then yeah, I kind of think maybe you are. Kind of sucks that you don't refill your health and your mana once you return back to the ship. And then I know that the good doctor has a whole bunch of mana potions if you saved her, but still. I'm drinking dirty seawater to get my health back up. Alright, we'll do a little... Oh, look at that! Now I have a little robot head to remind me of the horrible experience I went through in that crazy man's mansion. Alright. This seems like a good place to call it, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, well, I just kind of thought that, like, when I was playing Mafia 3, for example, if you cleared out a district or whatever, when it popped you back, they would give you full health. So I was just kind of hoping that maybe in this particular game, once you finished a mission, made it back to the boat, they'd kind of consider a good night's sleep, would refill everything, but apparently not. But that's okay. So I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving. Please be safe if you're driving out on the holiday. Have a wonderful time with your family. If you're just kind of hanging out by yourself, then I hope you have a good meal, good time, whatever it is you decide to do. I think I'll be doing this again tomorrow night, but I guess it all depends on what the evening holds for me. If I am, I hope to see you here with me. And we'll keep on keeping on. So thanks again. I hope everybody has a great holiday. If you're not in the States, I hope you just have a fantastic Thursday. And I'll talk to you soon. So good night, and have a good evening.